Good morning. I wanted to talk today about nutrition for healthy glowing skin. So I'll start out with going over some of the general nutrition tips for good healthy skin, and then at the end I'll talk about a few things specifically for anybody who might be struggling with acne, and this would be applicable either to someone younger or someone in midlife who's having a sudden problem with acne, maybe due to hormonal imbalances. So let's talk in general about skin. So how our skin looks is definitely directly related to the health of our gut and to the nutrients that we're taking into our body. So the first tip is to make sure that you have a healthy gut and that you're getting enough pre and probiotics, fermented foods, keeping your gut healthy. You'll want to avoid processed foods, inflammatory foods such as gluten, grains, corn, soy, dairy, as much as possible. A lot of the inflammatory foods. Now, that might not be that each of those things might not apply to you, but in general, sugar is inflammatory to everyone, and sugar is really, really bad for your skin. So you're going to want to avoid added processed sugar. So the nutrients that we're looking for skin health is one of them is vitamin A. And so vitamin A is really important for cellular health and turning over the skin cells and improving immune function. So if you have rough, dry skin, that might be related to a vitamin A deficiency. So the foods that you can eat for vitamin A would be egg yolks, liver, grass-fed dairy, things like that. Or, of course, you could take a vitamin A supplement, but from food is best. Zinc is good for immune function and the skin. Most people are not, we need a pretty small amount of zinc, so most people are not deficient in zinc. That's not usually something that we see. But again, we're talking about red meat, oysters, shellfish, scallops, things like that for zinc. Then vitamin C is very critical for the production of collagen, so that we have good elasticity in our skin and preventing wrinkles. Also can defend against UV radiation and sun damage. So, of course, vitamin C, you're looking at your green leafy vegetables, citrus, bell peppers, broccoli, all of those foods. Make sure you're getting enough of those foods in your diet for your vitamin C. And then omega-3 fats. Those are anti-inflammatory. You want to make sure that you have the right balance. Taking a fish oil supplement is not necessarily enough, because what's important with the omega-3s is not just that you're getting the omega-3s, but that you have the right balance of omega-3s to omega-6s. And most Americans are way off on that because there's so many omega-6s in processed seed oils and processed foods and the foods that we get when eating out. So you have to really look at your balance of that. And may actually want to have that tested to see where you stand with that, because that's super important. So let's see, we talked about gut health. Bone broth is very good for your skin because it contains amino acids that we need to promote elasticity and guard against wrinkling. So you can make your own bone broth, or you can purchase it. It should be from healthy grass-fed beef. And let's see what else. So those are the main points as far as the nutrition, the things that you most need to focus on. And then sleep is super important for healthy skin. Let's see, exercise. So exercise is really important, but too much exercise can actually work against you, because too much strenuous exercise can cause stress in the body, which then can unbalance your hormones and lead to skin problems. And you see that sometimes in people who overexercise or extreme athletes. They might have skin problems because of the unbalanced hormones. Same thing with stress. Obviously, stress can affect our skin because we may not sleep as well, and also the stress hormones can cause problems with the skin. With regard to acne, a lot of times that is a hormone imbalance, either if it's in youth or if it's in midlife. Very often it's a hormone imbalance, so you'll want to get your hormones looked at to make sure that you're in balance. There can also be other factors. Sugar is, again, a huge factor in acne that you would want to cut out. I would recommend an elimination diet to try to cut out as many of the inflammatory foods as possible to see what may be causing it. So you could look at sugar, dairy, gluten. These are all things that are very common in causing problems with acne. Omega-3s, again, making sure that you're getting the right balance of omega-3s to omega-6s is super important. And one other thing to look at is, especially if you're eating a generally healthy diet, one thing to look at with regard to acne would be maybe too much copper. We've seen people who eat a lot of nuts, like almonds and cashews are pretty high in copper, particularly people who eat nut butters. That could cause inflammation and cause skin problems. So take a look at that if you're having problems with any acne. So that's it for today for the nutrition for healthy glowing skin, and I'm going to do another video as far for products that I use, in particular things that I recommend that are natural, like essential oils to put on your skin. So I'll do a separate video on that. So if you have any specific questions, please message me, reach out. You can email me at Kathy@McCannNutrition.com, and have a fabulous day. Thanks. Bye.